Today, I will be reviewing one of London's recent additions to the London bus network. But compared to a lot of the new bus routes, this one is a little different to the others. Whilst a few people deem this route a success, there's a few people that also deem this route to be a flop. So stay tuned to find out what my thoughts are on this bus route, as well as potential changes to the route that will be taking place quite soon. And something that built up a lot of controversy to something where the public are really fighting to make changes for. And of course, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Please subscribe. Please.
What's up guys, it's Tajay and I'm back again with another video. Today we are on the 310, which runs from Golders Green to Stamford Hill. It was newly proposed by TfL in September 2024. Since then it has been on trial. This route is kind of controversial because a lot of people originally thought it was made for the purpose of the Jewish community. That's why this bus doesn't serve Finsbury Park. To elaborate more on this, the Jewish community have faced quite a bit of anti-Semitism, especially around the Finsbury Park area. This is one of the reasons to why the 310 does not serve Finsbury Park. However, the public aren't particularly happy with this, as some people think this route is specifically for the Jewish community. But that was never the case. You can check out Someone Explores video just on the bottom left, as he goes into a bit more depth about that. However, the public consultation has changed a lot of things. Due to the recent proposals and recommendations from the public, all of that is about to change. But I'll get into that in a little while. 310 currently parallels three routes. So along Stamford Hill to Finsbury Park, it parallels the 253 and the 254. And from Finsbury Park towards Golders Green, it parallels the 210. The problem with this is that a lot of the public tend to get on the routes that were here prior. Not much people tend to get on the 310. As you can see, it's pretty empty. But from my experience, I have seen times when this bus has been quite busy. It's the 210 that is quite busy, and a lot of people are used to just getting on the 210. They don't see the point in getting on this unless they're going past Finsbury Park or vice versa. Here's where the problem lies with the 310. It has a 20-minute frequency. If you miss one of these buses, you'll have to wait another 20 minutes for the next one. 253, 254 and the 210, they run at a much higher frequency than the 310 does. So sometimes you are better off getting one of those routes in comparison to the 310 itself. But from my experience, I have seen times when this bus has been quite busy. And this bus also parallels the 210 that is quite busy. And a lot of people are used to just getting on the 210. They don't see the point in getting on this unless they're going past Finsbury Park. Currently, the 310 does not serve Finsbury Park station. Instead, it loops around Seven Sisters Road to go under the bridge at Stroud Green Road, where no double-deckers can go under, and then runs all the way to Tollington Park, which is right in the centre of Stroud Green Road. There's people there, but nobody wants to get on at all. TfL have come to the conclusion that they're going to propose this route to run via Seven Sisters Road, all the way to Holloway Road, and then run along Holloway Road through to Archway instead of following the 210 for half of this route. TfL have also proposed it to start at Wickwood Road, like the 318 and the 349 do, just by where the bus carriage is for Stamford Hill. We're just arriving in Finsbury Park. So we serve Finsbury Park Blackstock Road, and then we take a left turn. Nice to see these still on the 236. They were new to the 236, if any of you remember. No double-deckers can go under here, yet there's no bus stop for passengers to alight for Finsbury Park Station. We don't even serve Wells Terrace, which is just here. I always thought it would make sense for the 310 to at least loop around this road. I knew TfL obviously weren't going to do that. 310 is currently operated out of Ashgrove Garage, operated by Stagecoach. with Enviro 200 MMCs that were originally new to HCT Group or CT Plus, as some of you may remember. All of these Enviro 200s have received a refurbishment now. As you can see, they still got the brownish gold handrails instead of orange handrails. Stagecoach, what are you doing? And the thing that annoys me about this refurbishment, right? They've obviously painted the handrails in the goldish colour again, which means they still could have painted it in orange. So I don't know who's in charge, but you're doing a very terrible job. We're just approaching Tollington Park, and again, nobody is getting on. And as I mentioned, because the 210 runs at a much higher frequency, people just tend to get on that all the way to Golders Green. That lady that just got off, she got on from Stamford Hill. It is useful to some people in that aspect, but I believe also people get on whatever bus comes first. The 310 will no longer serve Stroud Green Road. This opens up opportunity for double deckers to serve on the route. I don't know if Stagecoach will still run this route, as they do have to make a long dead run to Golders Green from Ashgrove. Stamford Hill isn't too bad, but Golders Green is a bit of a journey. The only operator that looks likely to operate this route is possibly a Metroline, and I do see, we just hit the curb again, I do see a Metroline possibly operating this route with double deckers, potentially electroliners. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Riva operating this route as well, but Metroline does look like the likely competitor other than Stagecoach, and I would prefer Metroline to operate this route. TfL have also said that they will up the frequency on the 310 so it won't run every 20 minutes. Since its introduction, I do think it's gotten some good usage. A lot of people know that the 310 is a thing now. I'm very glad that the proposals have been seen by TfL and they've agreed to come to a reasonable decision. We're just currently going through the back roads of Hornsey, and in no time will be an archway where I'll be ending this video. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but there's literally a 210 in front. I'm assuming all these people that have gotten on this 310 have just missed that 210, so they've just gotten on this because it's behind. So that's one of the benefits of having another route alongside the 210. It's literally right in front of us. So from here to Golders Green, I doubt anyone's going to get on the 310. And because it's such an overtimed route as well, the drivers do regulate the service quite a lot on this route. 90% of the time they're picking up no passengers on an off-peak run. You'll be behind the 210 or the 253 and 254 like this, where all the passengers are just getting on the bus in front. Just before I get off, I just remembered this driver left like 10 minutes late. There's a chance that he may have to regulate the bus. I just noticed we haven't had to regulate it once. There's another 310 there. That one's got quite a few people in it. People from the northern end of the route do tend to continuously travel beyond Finsbury Park, so the 310 is also useful in that aspect too. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thank you. I'm at Archway Station. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Do you think the 310 is useful? Do you think it's needed? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe and see you in the next video.